Arden. How are you doing today?
I am great.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You excited about being on the show today?
I'm very excited. I've got a
Awesome.
lot of caffeine in my system, so I'm ready.
Awesome.
Fired up.
this is interesting because you and I, we have not talked today, okay? We haven't seen each other.
I know.
And yet we showed up for the recording with the same colors.
Literally.
How cool is that?
Head to toe.
Great minds. Awesome. Well, this is your first year experience story, and we're so excited to have you here. Just for our listeners, so they have context, you came here in the fall,
Yes.
and it's now the spring, so you've been here a full academic year. We've probably got 4 weeks left of school. You excited about the summer?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Why are you excited about the summer?
One of the reasons I'm getting married.
Oh, look at that ring. Ring by spring,
Ring
literally.
by spring,
It's
Christian college, baby.
It's going down.
Yes.
Awesome. So when's the date?
July 19th.
July 19th, getting
Yes.
married. How exciting. Did you ever
Very
think
excited.
you would come to college? Because I'm sure when you came here in the fall, like it wasn't on your radar to have a man and to like get
I
married.
was chilling.
So did you ever think like coming here, you know, you'd find the one that God created for you?
I did not think it would happen that fast.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how God works. So
Well, I definitely believe that God has brought you and your future husband and fiance, Matthew Oakley, shout out to Matthew. So definitely believe y'all are created for each other, and we're excited about the future that God has in store for both of you.
Yeah.
So let's get started. So introduce the listener. Who is Arden Carlisle? Where do you come from? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
yes, so I am from the Outer Banks. I lived there about 7 years now. My dad's a pastor there, so went to high school there and then went to Emmanuel University my first year of college. Took a gap year after that. And then I was really just like, you know, what do I do in this next season of my life? And that's how I found out about SEU Carolina. So
what led you to SEU Carolina?
Peyton Mole. Shout out Peyton.
Yes.
Yes.
A graduate of SEU Carolina.
Yes. She is the one who was like, hey, I know you're in a gap year and you don't know exactly what you want to do, but I think you should check out SEU Carolina because it's a great place, a great community of people. And also like you'd be getting your degree. So she was like, just go take a tour. Took a tour last summer, literally last July, and decided to come in August. So like, I think it was like a 3-week turnaround.
Wow.
So
That's a fast turnaround.
very fast turnaround. I was like, I'm going. Like
You almost missed the deadline. But God.
But God.
So quick question on Outer Banks.
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen that show on Netflix?
I love that show.
I love it too.
Yes.
I love a show I can binge watch.
Oh, yeah.
And I really enjoyed that show. Now tell me, that wasn't actually filmed on the Outer Banks, was it?
No,
Where
it was
filmed?
not.
Give me the backstory.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Charleston, South Carolina.
Come on. Well, at least it's in the Carolinas.
Yes, they did get that part right, but
Yeah.
it was not filmed at the Outer Banks.
But I did think it was really funny that in the show, remember when they went to Chapel Hill? They literally got in a boat and drove from the Outer Banks to Chapel Hill.
I was like,
It's
wait a minute.
physically not even possible.
Nope.
So, especially for those North Carolinians, I'm sure they're
Oh
like,
yeah,
what?
we were like, what is this?
But it was still a really good show.
Yes, it was.
I can't believe John B. died.
No, JJ,
JJ, yes, JJ, not John B. I'm sorry.
the main dude.
Matthew looks like John B.
He does. Little Beach Boy.
JJ, I mean, what in the world? The moment they put his name on the fish and tackle shop, I was like, bro, gonna die. Bro, I can see it already.
That's the one. No, it was so sad.
Are they filming another season?
Yes.
But this is the last one.
I don't know. I'm like, okay, this is like the end. It's gonna end here, and they're like season 5. I'm like, my gosh.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Who knows?
Well, that's a little pop culture moment.
Yes.
So we're going to get back to the show now. Okay. So talk to me about your first year. How has your first year experience been at SEU Carolina?
So I love both the school and the church. It's really cool how SEU Carolina partners with Multiply Church, because not only are you getting a degree and, you know, in the classroom, but you're also involved with the church throughout the week. And so for me, that's been awesome. The fall semester, I was mainly just involved in school, but the spring I've really been able to go over to the offices and get plugged into the church culture. and be able to develop relationships with people on staff as well. So,
okay. Now you're currently enrolled in the School of Worship.
yes.
So for our listeners who may not know, one of the special things about our program, or why someone would want to come to school here, would be for the practical hands-on education that you're getting. You're getting not only in the classroom, knocking out your classes, but as a School of Worship student, you're getting exposure on the rehearsals, and you're getting exposure on Sunday, getting mic time, and how to work with Ableton and how to work with vocals, and you're getting also exposure to worship pastors who are doing this in the industry. So by the time you graduate, you've built your resume, and you are very proficient and ready to step into your calling.
Yes.
So how has it been in the School of Worship? How do you like being a worship student at SEU Carolina?
It has been incredible. Jamila, shout out. She has been an incredible mentor. Being able to learn under her, someone who's had experience, but also who's like very intentional, and like it's obvious that she cares about people. And so being able to work with her has just been incredible. Literally just throughout the week, I'll shadow her, and then like I kind of intern right now with her. So yeah, just being able to spend time with her and just see what the worship leading role looks like, not just on like a Wednesday night for like a practice or like a Sunday morning for a service, but like throughout the week, like the business side of stuff as well.
So Southeastern University gives you 3 credit hours a semester for that experience, and we scholarship you for those credit hours. Did you ever think you would get credit hours and scholarship to be able to do what you love to do in worship?
No.
That's wild, isn't it?
It's wild, yeah.
So let's talk about people care. So you mentioned Pastor Jamila. So one of the things I think is really cool about our program is the one-on-one relationship that our students get with their practicum supervisor. And one of the things I love about Pastor Jamila is the discipleship, the mentorship, the coaching, the words of encouragement or affirmation, or even accountability. So what has that been like for you getting to experience as a student?
It's been incredible. I've been able to learn so much from her already in like less than a year. And it's funny, there's a little story I wanted to share real quick.
Oh, we're sharing a story. Stories.
So a couple of weeks ago, before an Easter meeting, we were planning for like an Easter service.
Okay.
She walks into the green room and she's like, "Hey, can I talk to you for like 5 minutes?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And she's like smiling. And I'm like, okay, it's got to be good. And she's like, "Hey, I have a question. Would you want to lead worship with me at a conference?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course. I'd love to." And then she was like, "Okay, there's a second part to this question. Do you have your passport? Because it's in South Africa." And I was like, "What? What?" So it's just very cool. Like that's just a part, like a small part of like opportunities that students are given here to be able to get plugged in, to be able to have like cool opportunities to experience ministry and to do the ministry. And so being able to go to, I've never been out of the country besides a cruise, which like does not count. So being able to do that, like at 21 years of age, like that's just to lead worship in South Africa. That's just something you don't always get.
With another culture, another community on a different continent. What an experience. That's
going to be an incredible experience. So stuff like that, like it's just been awesome to be able to work with the Multiply staff. I mean, everybody is incredible. I love this place. So.
That's awesome. Well, we're glad you're here. Let's pivot for a moment and let's talk about your student experience. So you live on campus. You're in student housing. So what's it like living on campus at SEU Carolina?
It is incredible because I have an awesome roommate.
Okay.
Her name is Lindsay. She's doing the cameras back there. But I love her very much. And so we just get along very well, and housing has just been awesome. So
now, are you and your roommate exactly alike, or are y'all polar opposites, like one of you's clean and one of you's dirty?
No, we're pretty alike. I'd say we're pretty alike.
Similar sleeping habits, eating rhythms.
Yeah, I mean.
So for you, it's pretty pie in the sky. It's pretty easy to live with this person.
Yeah, she's very chill. So Jay chilling. Awesome. So it's been great. I love Lindsay. So.
That's good. Now, what was it like? Because you're not from here. This isn't home.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a North Carolinian. You're from the OBX, but that's a long ways from home. I mean, you 5-6 hour drive, and so depending on how fast you drive. But
5.
So, what was it like? Take me back to that moment. It's your first day moving into housing. Your parents are there, dropping you off, getting you moved in.
Yeah.
Like excited, nervous, scared. unsure, anxious? What are the feelings and emotions? What was that like for you?
Yeah. So I know I was talking to you about literally the move-in day. I was thinking to myself, like, as soon as I came here, moved everything in, I just was like overwhelmed with fear and like uncertainty of like what the future would look like. And I would just remember like telling my parents, maybe I should just go home. Like this, I don't know if this, I feel peace about this place, but I just don't know if I'm supposed to be here. Like, you know, all these like thoughts that were just in my mind. Like, I don't know if you should do this. Like, you might be stepping out and, you know, it not be a good situation, which obviously looking back now, I'm like, this is the best decision I've ever made. But, yeah, like the first day I just told my parents, I was like, yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, I'm just really nervous and I kind of just want to go home back to the familiar.
And what advice did they give you?
They said, no, you're not. My dad looked at me, he said, your butt is staying here for 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks. He's like, give it 2 to 3 weeks and then call us back and be like, yes or no. And I'm so glad that they forced me to stay.
Yeah, imagine if you left.
Imagine if I left.
Never met Mr. Right.
Yeah. And not only that, which love him, but I would have missed out on this incredible like opportunity and just like being with these incredible people and leaders. Like, I'm just so glad that I stepped out on faith and said yes to God.
I think it's such a great lesson for your generation.
Yeah.
Because it seems like your generation is definitely very anxious, definitely very fearful, very worried about the present and about the future. And I feel like the undertone here, the message for you was, okay, but God.
Yeah.
But let's step out in faith. Let's trust God and I know that this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Now let's just allow God to see me through this. And I think that's such powerful lessons for future students, but also for your current generation.
Yeah.
You know, we definitely have to remember that we've been created in the image and likeness of our God in heaven. And, you know, he's promised to never leave us and never forsake us. The Bible is filled with so many good truths that, you know, if your generation just grabs a hold of, I think their lives would be totally different. So glad you stayed, glad you hung out.
Yes.
So talk to me about Welcome Week. One of the things that students experience when they first come here is Welcome Week. It's I don't know why we call it Welcome Week, because it's definitely 2 weeks of extraordinary events that are just outrageous. It's like a 2 week long party of just getting to know each other and just having fun.
Yeah.
Part of that, we created this experience partly for people like you, so that we'd be able to work out those feelings and emotions and build some relationships before you have to hit the book. So talk to me about Welcome Week. What was Welcome Week like for you as a first year student?
Was so fun. I think my favorite part was the beach trip. Oak Island was incredible, because that was a time, I know it was like a quick like turnaround, like a day and a half or whatever, but driving with the girls, us 4 in the car, we literally like barely knew each other, and we were like, okay, let's just open up and share our testimony like right here, right now. And so that was awesome.
Sunday night testimony.
Like the whole like 4-hour like car ride, we just talked. So that was awesome to be able to develop relationships with them like that early on. And the rest of the students, like I think most of them came to that trip. So just being able to form relationships with them that early on was just like incredible. And we had a great time. We played volleyball, and I love volleyball. I'm very competitive when it comes to sports. So that was really fun too. I enjoyed that. That was probably the best.
I enjoyed the walk on the beach at night. We were looking for shells, crabs.
I forgot about that.
And all other nonsense. But yeah, I enjoy the beach retreat. So you got to experience. So what are some of the other things that you got to experience at Welcome Week? You experienced the beach retreat at Fort Caswell on Oak Island.
Yeah.
You experienced the Monster Truck Bash.
Yes.
First time seeing monster trucks.
Yes.
How was that?
That was crazy.
It's crazy loud.
It was loud. Bring your earplugs.
Definitely underestimated how loud it would be at the dirt track at the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
But definitely a lot of fun. You also got to go to a baseball game.
Yes.
What was that? We went to the Cannonballers.
Yep. Cannonballers. Yeah.
And how was that? Did you enjoy that?
Fun. I love baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really fun.
And
I enjoyed it.
Did you get a hot dog?
No.
Isn't that like a thing?
I know.
Take me out of the ball game. No, it's Cracker Jacks. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Did you get Cracker Jacks?
Not that time.
What did you eat? Did you eat anything?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. Broke like a college student.
Dippin' Dots.
Dippin'
Me and Lindsay
Dots?
had Dippin' Dots.
Okay. All right. There we go. Now, what's another welcome week experience that you had? Were you here for the Whitewater Center when we went whitewater rafting?
Yeah, for the little no, not the rafting, but for the concert. I was here for that.
Got you. River Jam.
So the River Jam.
How was the concert?
It was good.
Did you get to see the sunset on the
it's beautiful.
horizon?
It's beautiful there.
Yeah, I
really
love.
pretty
I
place.
feel like that's one of the really exciting benefits of coming to SEU Carolina is getting a season pass to the Whitewater Center.
Yes.
Do this, extreme sport, adventure, outdoor stuff. So get connected back with nature and question.
Yes.
So not only did you get to experience Welcome Week, but you also got to go to SEU Conference. Talk to me about SEU Conference.
Yeah, I loved SEU Conference. I think I was telling you that I think one of my favorite parts was just being able to see students getting ministered to during worship. We had like spontaneous worship that lasted sometimes 45 minutes to an hour, even longer some nights. So just being able to see them get just touched and the Lord just really minister to them was one of the best things throughout the whole week that we were gone.
For me, as far as the student experience goes, probably the pinnacle is SEU Conference because you're just coming back from winter break, which was a great break, 3 to 4 weeks, just Christmas, nothing.
Eat.
and then you come back and you're here like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then you get on the flight, you fly to Florida, we get an Airbnb, we're in the Florida sunshine, wonderful weather, we're staying at a nice resort.
Oh yeah.
What was your favorite thing about the accommodations at SEU Conference?
I like being able to do homework.
What?
At a resort. No, not homework in general.
You like being able to do homework at a resort?
Let me restate that.
What kind of... Did you not go in the lazy river? I mean,
that too.
What in the world?
We had a great time in the lazy river.
We sure weren't doing homework in the lazy river.
No, but that was we didn't have like school off that week, so we had to do homework and stuff still, but that's a great location to do homework.
Very
Let
true.
me tell you. So
Very true.
That, not homework in general, but the resort. And then we slept in the hammock. She was telling me, Lindsay, oh my gosh, we took a fat nap, y'all.
Yeah.
That sun was hitting us, and we were like, out like a light. So
and then you have favorite gas station stop at SEU Conference.
Wawa.
Absolutely.
Wawa.
The Wawa. The
Oh,
7-Eleven really let me down this year.
Yeah.
They always were out of stock. The
When you get
empanadas were gone. Girl, don't get me going on a beef empanada. What is it? When you know, you know. Come on, let's go 7-Eleven. But anyway, Wawa. What was your go-to at the Wawa?
Did we get the meatball sub? We definitely got the meatball sub.
Meatball subs,
yes.
Doritos. Oh my gosh.
I'm like drooling.
Or a slice of pizza. Yeah.
It's so good. I love Wawa.
Another thing I enjoy about SEU Conference is so we obviously have these awesome encounters with God. Mm-hmm. You have these world-class speakers that you're downloading information from, and you're going further in your relationship with God and in your walk of faith. And then you have awesome nights of worship. You're getting the community, you're building relationships, you're just having fun. But on Thursday, we have a down day, and every year we go to a different Disney park. Mm-hmm. So what was your Disney park this year?
Epcot.
Okay, talk to me about Epcot.
We had a time at Epcot.
How did you like Epcot?
I love Epcot. I love Disney in general. Living in Florida for a long time, but
that's right, because you lived in
Lakeland.
You lived in Lakeland for a hot minute because your dad was worship pastor at Victory Church.
Victory, yep.
Shout out Victory.
Shout out Victory.
Hosting those graduations and SEU conference.
Yes. I loved Epcot, and we ate that day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Open to close, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
It was a fun time. It was a really fun time.
Do you remember? Favorite food? Favorite food at Epcot?
Okay, France. They have this quiche and a yogurt parfait. And that yogurt, I let Lindsay have some, and she was like, that is the best thing. It was legit. So good. France, good. Best food, hands down. I could have just hung out there all day.
Stop. No.
The bread. You like that bread.
You're lying. Girl, you better find yourself to Norway. Get that school bread. I don't know what that yellow custard is. It's got them flakes of coconut on there. That fluffy, heavenly. It's like manna from heaven. but with preservatives. So delicious. I would pay $25 for that thing. It was that good.
It looked good. I didn't get to try any.
But speaking of France, that chocolate crepe, that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Finger licking good. Which as saucy as that chocolate sauce was, you had no choice but it to be finger licking. You're running all over your mouth. Favorite ride at Epcot?
Oh, what was it? The Guardians.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Ride. Yes. You wanted me to say Ratatouille, didn't you?
Well, I mean, how could you not love Ratatouille?
That was good too.
Little mouse on your shoulder.
No, that was good too. But I think the Guardians. That's a new one, by the way.
So. Do you remember? So this is like behind the scenes. Okay. Oh. Do you remember the park had closed? We were on our way out. Okay. We were leaving. Okay.
Bunch of rebel.
Everything was closed. And my daughter wanted me to go to the Moana, experience that they had just built.
Yes.
And we didn't ever see it. So I was like, guys, we got to stop by and just walk by, get a picture. It was actually it was closed off. It was closed.
I was gonna say, we didn't walk by. We went.
So we snuck in that thing. And that was really cool.
That was cool.
For me, that was probably the coolest experience at Epcot, because you're being rebels, you're sneaking in. It's also very magical at night because all the colors are popping and you've got the globe in the background.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's awesome.
With all the LED lights and stuff. What were you thinking when we snuck in that thing?
I was like, we don't get kicked out. I was like, we're going to be banned from Disney for life.
We're leaving anyway.
Yeah. Won't be back till next year.
Awesome. Okay, so we've talked housing. We've talked Welcome Week. We've talked SEU Conference. Yes. Now, two other things I'd love to talk about. Let's talk about the food. So one of the things that students get access to that are traditional on-campus students is the dining hall. They get access to culinary cuisines Monday through Thursday that are made on site. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that you do is you've received a scholarship. You're actually on the student development team, and you're the dining service director. So what is it like being a dining service director?
So what my setup looks like, I go in around 11:45, 12 o'clock every day, make sure everything's restocked, check the menu, make sure it's up to date, and then I check in with Ben. Ben is our amazing chef. He is phenomenal.
Shout out Ben.
And he's catering my wedding. That man.
Is he really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That man.
Mad flex. Great call.
Yeah, for real. He's great. So after setup, I do like the computer stuff, put out the sign, just make sure everything looks good to have a good environment for the students to walk into.
So did you ever think you'd be a lunch lady?
No.
How do you like being a lunch lady?
It's great. I like it. It's fun being able to, because I don't feel like I'm working in a sense, I am, but I also get to sit with the students and fellowship with people who walk in from the Dream Center or something like that, so it's fun to be able to hang out with everybody. So
favorite part about the dining experience at SEU Carolina?
Favorite part?
Yeah.
I think just working with Ben, he's incredible.
Okay.
It's, because putting menus together, doing stuff, it can get complicated.
I totally thought you were going to say lasagna.
That lasagna, bro, it is good, let me tell you. But I think just working with him, he's great. He makes it so fun, so enjoyable. Yeah. And another thing would just be sitting with the students, being able to fellowship during lunch and not have to be
have that community.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. You just put the words in my mouth. Yeah. So
we're not only matching, but we're also word for word. Yep. Okay. So, what do you think is the favorite food of the student body?
Lasagna.
Really?
Yeah. 100%.
I'd have said them egg rolls. Them things are huge, like little baby arms. Them things are massive.
What?
You're about to start breaking down, aren't you? Okay.
I'm about to start snorting.
They are big. They really are. Have you ever seen an egg roll that big? You said you usually dinky little spring rolls. I'm an egg roll king. I love some Asian.
Yeah, Asian.
We have not had Asian in a while. I don't think we have.
Text Ben up and be like, hey.
So how do you like getting to set the menu? Because you're really in control of what we eat.
I really am. I just try to have a lot of variety.
Yeah.
But I think,
Talk to me about variety.
yeah,
Because you not only have meal deal, but we just added a salad bar and then you've got the a la carte options.
we got dessert options, tres leches cake.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, somebody.
You should not have started talking about the tres leche
We
cake.
had it yesterday.
What do we have in the dining hall today? Can somebody check? Can somebody find out? What are we eating today? What am I talking about? You're here. I can just ask
I think
you.
it's cheeseburgers today. Cheeseburgers with the garlic chips and a pickle, and I think that's it.
Oh, yeah. That sounds great.
And then cookies for dessert.
So I like that we have the a la carte option. So what do you think is the biggest seller when it comes to a la carte?
Quesadillas.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not the
Or
nuggets.
them tater kegs.
Tater kegs.
People love them tater kegs.
Those things are huge.
They are huge.
Are you going to think about baby arms every time I talk about something being big? Okay.
Oh, I can't.
All right. So let's talk about the classroom.
Okay.
So
Lock in.
we probably have 24 face-to-face classes that we offer each academic year at SEU Carolina.
Yeah.
What's it like for you getting to come on campus and sit in a classroom and get in front of professors and have a face-to-face a classroom experience? What's that like for you?
Yeah. So SEU Carolina, it's a more like a smaller group of people who have professors that are very intentional and who care about you and who want to encourage you and just equip you for ministry and just your future. And so although it's like, which I love the small school feel. I went to like a bigger school and I was like, I mean, it was good, but just you just get one-on-one, like more intentional time. And it's a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
do you have a favorite professor so far?
I don't know. I can't choose.
Well, if you
I love you and Pastor Randy. Y'all
really?
Yes.
I made the cut, guys.
Y'all too. Yes.
I made the cut. You heard it here. It's on the podcast. So me and Pastor Randy, what stands out for you? Why would you say that?
I just feel like I have a good relationship with you guys because you pour into me and it's not just like a surface level. It's like a friendship in a way.
Gotcha.
You're like a mentor, but also a friend. And so being able to just have that relationship, that bond. And I literally feel like I can tell you anything, come to you about anything. So it's just, that's what stands out to me the most about you guys. So,
awesome.
And everybody is very encouraging and intentional, but.
Now a question, so some of our classes are at night, 6 o'clock, and then some of our classes are during the day. It really depends on the availability of the professor. Mm-hmm. So what do you like best? Daytime, nighttime class? What's your favorite?
Day. Nighttime, I'm like clocked out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, it's been a long day. I just want to snooze right now.
What time are you in bed?
It varies every night.
Yeah.
Last night I got home at like 9:30. Sometimes it's like 11:30.
Okay.
12.
Do you have a curfew?
No.
Look at you. She's living in the land of plenty. Amen. For sure. No curfew, but home by 9. You're such a rebel. I love it.
Yeah, sometimes. All the time.
No, I love it. You're so mature. What an adult decision.
Thanks.
Okay, looking ahead, what are you most excited about as you prepare for your next year at SEU Carolina?
I think I'm just excited about continuing to learn and grow, not only academically, because I have about a year and a half left, but also being able to grow in the sense of community and being developed in the ministerial role because I'm getting a degree in worship ministry. And so obviously classes are required for that, but experience is as well. So being able to continue to grow in that is going to be very beneficial for me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Exciting.
Yes.
Okay. Now, are you ready for something fun?
I am very ready. Is this the rapid fire?
Yes, we are going to do the rapid fire round. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to pull up the questions for our listeners, for maybe people that are not familiar with this or you're just tuning in for the first time. We're going to ask 60 questions in 60 seconds.
How many things I'm going to get?
And we are going to see how far you can get. 30. All right. I don't even think it's possible. Our executive producer thought this would be fun to do. And also we get to do something fun and we get to know more about our guest on the show. So are you ready?
I am so ready.
60 questions, 60 seconds. Okay. All right. You ready?
All right.
Ready, set, go. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Go-to karaoke song?
Life is a Highway.
Your life song?
Life is a highway.
Biggest pet peeve.
Chewing with your mouth open.
Famous person for dinner.
Whitney Houston.
Last thing you Googled.
Directions to Starbucks in Salisbury.
What makes your day better?
Jesus.
Texting or talking?
Talking.
Best day of the week?
Saturday.
One thing you can't live without?
God.
Nickname?
Ards.
Book of the Bible?
Psalms.
Bible character?
Esther.
Favorite verse?
Jeremiah 29:11.
Favorite pizza topping?
Pineapple.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint chocolate chip.
Pineapples on pizza?
Yes.
Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner.
Favorite fast food?
Chick-fil-A.
Spicy or mild?
Spicy.
Favorite meal?
Lasagna.
Worst food?
Oysters.
Favorite snack?
Cracker Jacks.
Last show you binged?
Outer Banks.
Favorite meal of all time?
Lasagna.
Oh my gosh. You have literally tied with Debbie.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it was her first or second
I'm
try.
sweating, y'all.
But
I'm
all
scared.
right, we are going to put you down in the record books. You are at, how many do you think you got?
Like 20 something.
32.
32?
Strong game.
She
Mad
said 30.
facts.
Oh my
that
gosh.
that was good. That
I'm
was good.
sweating.
Yeah. So Debbie also got 32.
Oh my gosh. Shout out, Debbie.
Yeah, good job.
Yay.
But I don't know if that was the first or second try. Lindsay is actually down here twice. So she played the game twice. It looks like she got 29 and 34.
Wow. Wow. Look at her go.
I think she's the highest so far.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Lynn.
All right. So as we wrap up the show, quick question.
Yeah.
Final words of wisdom for future students. Like, why should future students choose SEU Carolina?
It's a great community. You will truly have the best friends and mentors. I have made lifelong friends and mentors by being at this school. And same with the church. And so I would just encourage students to say yes to God's will, God's plan, and to not be I'm a thinker. So to not be just thinking about everything, how things are going to play out, but just to follow the will of the Lord. And so by me saying yes to SEU Carolina, I really have just it's been the best decision I've made. So,
well, you've heard it right here.